Hello everyone, welcome back to my maths video. So we were doing the exercise 6.4 and in the previous video I have solved question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3. Okay, so let's see the next question number 4. So this is question number 4. Find the least number which must be subtracted from each of the following numbers so as to get a perfect square. Okay, so here some numbers are given, so they are not perfect square. You have to find the least number so that we subtract from this number to get the perfect square. Okay, so also find the square root of the perfect square whatever you obtain. So let's start 402. So how to do this, let's see. So students, let's see how to solve this question. So 402 is given, it is not a perfect square, so you have to make it a perfect square. So by which number we have to subtract this number to get a perfect square. So for this what you have to do, first of all you have to take out the square root by this division method. So 402, you have made the pairing like this from this side, this pairing on this two number and this one number. So 2 to the 4, so this is 0. Now 0 and 2 will come down and this 2 plus 2 will be 4, and now only 2 is there. So by what number you will multiply? By 0, because if you multiply by 1, then 41 1 is 41, it is not possible because 2 is there. So 2 is what? Small number. So whenever you get a small number you have to multiply by 0. So 40 and 0, 40 zeros are 0 and the remainder is 2 now. Okay, so quotient is 20 and remainder is 2. Now here the remainder is 2, we got remainder 2. So it shows that 20 square, okay, this quotient 20 square, when you do 20 square is less than, okay, less than 402 by 2. Okay, so this 20 square is what? 400. So 20 square is less than 402, this number, by how much? By 2. Okay, what this 2 from where it comes? It comes from this remainder. So whatever remainder it comes, you have to write here. That means 20 square is less than 402 by 2 because 2 is remainder. So this means if we subtract 2 from 402, that means we have to subtract this number and the remainder. So when you subtract this number, main number and the remainder, then we get the perfect square. So this means if we subtract 2 from 402, we get a perfect square. Okay, so therefore when you subtract it, what is the perfect square? The required perfect square is what? 402 minus 2. Okay, so you have to subtract it, so we get the perfect square 400. So what is the least number that we have to subtract? 2 is the least number. Okay, so by 2 when you subtract, that number becomes perfect square. So 400 is the perfect square and you have to take out the square root of perfect square. So square root of 400 is 20. Okay, so here you can see the least number is what? 2, and the square root of this perfect square is 20. So this is the answer. So in this way you have to do this question. Okay, fine. So whenever you get the question of subtraction, what number should be subtracted, so you have to first of all find out the square root, then you have to minus this main number by the remainder. So then we will get the least number that must be subtracted. Understood? Then we will get the perfect square when you subtract it. Now let us see question number 4, 3. Okay, 3250. So everyone see this 3 number 3250. First of all you have to take out the square root. So it is not a perfect square, so remainder will be what? 1. Okay, after taking the square root, the remainder is 1. So here the remainder is 1. It shows that 57 square, that means this quotient whatever you get, this square 57 square is less than 3250. Less than by what? This number by 1. So from where this 1 came? From the remainder. So always it is less than the remainder by 1. Okay, so whatever number you get here, it will be less than that number. So from by the remainder, this number is less by 1. So that means what? If we subtract 1 from this 3250, then we get a perfect square. So when you subtract it, we are getting the required perfect square, which is 3250 minus 1. So the perfect square is what? 3249. Now what is the least number then? So least number by which we subtract, it is 1, because we have subtracted from 1, then we get the perfect square. So the least number that we subtract is what? 1. Now we have to take out the square root of this perfect square. So square root of perfect square is what? 57. So how we got this? Again we have to do the square root, you have to find out. So when you find out the square root, now the remainder is 0, that means this is the answer. Okay, so 57 is the square root. So least number is 1 and the square root is 57. So in this way you have to write, in this language you have to write always. Okay, so if you do not write the language, you will not get the marks. Okay, so you have to write the language properly. Now next, question number 5. Find the least number which must be added to following numbers to get a perfect square. So this question number 4 and 5 are opposite to each other. Here also you have to find out the perfect square, but here you have to find out which number must be added to become a perfect square. Okay, so let's do it. Now all of you see, this question number 5, you have to add which number to get the perfect square. So in this type of question, you have to write the language in this way. So here first of all you have to take out the square root by the long division method. Okay, and here we are getting the 41 is the remainder and 22 is the quotient. Okay, so what we'll do next? Here the remainder is 41. Okay, so this shows that 22 square, this is quotient, 22 square is less than what? 525. Understood? So same step we have to repeat all of the last question, but now here it will change. In that question you have to subtract, but here we have don't have to subtract to get the perfect square. Only what you have to do, we have to write the next perfect square number. Now the next perfect square number will be what? You have to increase this number by 1 always. So here it is 22 square. This 22 is from, we have got from here. So 22 square will be what? Become 23 square. We have to increase by 1 always. So the next perfect square will be what? 23 square. So 23 square is what we know? 529. Okay, so this is the square number we got. And now hence the number to be added is what? Now this perfect square minus this number 525. So 529 minus 525 is 4. So this number if we add, then we'll get the perfect square. Okay, this number 4, if we add with 525, then we'll get 529, obviously, right? So that's why this number is what? The number to be added is 4. And the square we got what? Perfect square we got 529. So 529 square root is 23. Okay, from here we got. So always remember, in this type of question, you have to increase this number by 1. Okay, then it will be a perfect square. Understood? So this is the language of this question. Now question number 5, all these questions are your homework. Okay, in the same language you have to write. Now question number 6, find the length of the side of the square whose area is 441 meters square. So here area of the square is given 441. You have to find out the length of the side. You have to find out. So what is the formula of the area of square? Side square. That means side into side. Okay, let's do it. So students, here you can see area of square is given 441. Okay, you have to write this first of all. Then you have to write the formula of the area of square below here only. Okay, do not write anywhere else. So area of this square is what? Side into side. The formula is side into side. So here 441. Now side into side means what? Side square, right? Anything if you multiply 2 times it becomes a square. So it is side square equal to 441. So now how can you get the side value? How? So this is the rule. Always remember, when there is a square, then this square go in this side and it will become a square root. Okay, in this way, side equal to, now side equal to, it will become what? Square root of 441. Okay, in this way. Now you will get the value of side. So side equal to what? 441 square root, we know. What is it? 441 square root is 21. Right? So we will write here 21. So side we got 21. Side of this square we got 21. 21 meter. Understood? So in this way it's very easy question. So always remember, every time the square will become square root in the next side. And if you know the square root, then directly you can write. And if you don't know the square root directly, then you have to find out the square root by the division method like this. Okay, understood? So this is the answer of this question. So this is the length of the side of the square is 21 meter. Okay, length of the side of this square is 21 meter. In this way you have to write last. Next, question number 7. In the right triangle ABC, angle B equal to 90 degree given. Okay, so that means it is a right angle triangle. So angle B is 90 degree given. So AB value is given 6 centimeter and side BC is given 8 centimeter. You have to find the side AC. So how can you find the side AC? By applying the Pythagoras formula. So what is the Pythagoras formula? Pythagoras formula is what? Hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Then in this way we can get the value of this side AC. So let's do it. So students, let us see question number 7. So this is a triangle, right angle triangle, and it is said that angle B is 90 degree. So this is the sign of 90 degree. Okay, this square symbol. So here ABC, you have to first of all make the diagram, and this is 90 degree. So AB value is given, side AB value is 6 centimeter, side BC value is 8 centimeter is given. You have to find the value of this side AC. So how can you find this? We can find this by Pythagoras formula only. Okay, no other way. So by the Pythagoras formula, what is the formula? Hypotenuse square. So this is called, the longest side is called the hypotenuse, and this 90 degree side is called the perpendicular, and this side is known as the base, BC. So hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, now you have to write the hypotenuse, perpendicular and base from this triangle. So now here hypotenuse is AC, so AC square, perpendicular is AB, so AB square, and base is BC, BC square. Now I will put the values one by one. So you can see here I have put the value here. AB value is 6 and square is there, so you have to put the square. BC value is given 8, so 8 and square is there, so you have to put a square. So you have to now square it. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64. Okay, that's why I have told you to remember to memorize all the square so that you can write directly. So 6 square 36, 8 square 64. Now add it. 36 plus 64 is what? 100. Okay, so AC square we got 100, but we need what? AC, not AC square. So how can we remove this square? So what I told in the previous question, here to remove the square, this square will go and become square root. Here also this square will go this side and become a square root. Now here AC equal to square root of 100. So you know square root of 100 is what? 10. So we'll write here 10. So the answer is 10. And now AC has become free from the square. So always you have to make the number free from the square. So now we got the value of AC. Now see, AC is equal to what? 10 centimeter, because square root of 100 is 10. So in this way you have to find this question. You have to use Pythagoras formula. So next, question number B is your homework. You have to do in the same manner. Okay. Now question number 8. A gardener has 1000 plants. He wants to plant this in such a way that the number of rows and number of columns remain same. Okay. So he want to make a garden of equal rows and equal columns. That means it will become a square. Okay. Now find the minimum number of plants he needs more for this. That means these 1000 plants are not sufficient, okay, to make a square garden. So how many plants he needs more for this purpose? So here what you do, again this is not a perfect square, 1000 is not a perfect square. Again you have to find out the perfect square. That means which number you will add so that it will become a perfect square. How I told you that it is adding? Because you have to find how many more number of plants in it. So whenever you get like this word more number, okay, more, then increase like this, okay, and that means it is the question of adding. Okay, so you have to find the least number which must be added with this number to get a perfect square. That means this question is like question number 5, same. You have to find the least number which must be added to this number. So here also question number 8 is same. So you have to do this question number 8 same as like question number 5. Okay, because here the question is the how many plants he needs more. More means addition, add. Same way you have to do like question number 5. Understood? So try this by yourself. Then question number 9. There are 500 children in a school. For a PT drill, they have to stand in such a manner that the number of rows is equal to number of columns. That means here also same thing. Here 500 children are there. They have to stand in a line and make a square form. That means square rows and columns are equal. In a square manner they have to stand. So how many children would be left out in this arrangement? That means 500, all 500 children will not be used. Some children will be left out. Left out means it will be minus. Okay, so this is not a perfect square. Again you have to minus which number to get a perfect square. That means this question number 9 is same as question number 4. Okay, here also you have to get a least number to must be subtracted. So here also left out means subtraction. Okay, this question number 9 is same as question number 4. So this also try it by yourself. Okay, question number 8 is same like 5 and question number 9 is same like 4. Okay, same thing, only language is different. So in this way this exercise 6.4 is complete. If you have any doubt in this question, then you can ask me. And students, this chapter square and square root is also complete. Okay, so I again say if you have any doubt in any question, then you can ask me. Thank you.